From our North Idaho newsroom, as the economy continues to struggle, some researchers say the suicide rate could go up. Several suicide help centers across the country say they have seen an increase in calls because of a financial crisis. KXLY4's Annie Bishop is live in Coeur d'Alene with one woman's story of survival. Annie.
A few weeks ago, financial burdens caused a woman we're calling Joan to want to take her own life. She survived that suicide attempt and tonight is sharing her story in the hopes that it will prevent another family from suffering a terrible heartache. To protect her privacy, we don't want to show you her face or use her real name. Regardless, Joan is passionate about telling her story.
October the 8th, I tried to kill myself right here on my living room floor.
Joan swallowed more than 100 prescription pills. She wrote a suicide note to her family.
That's really sad to reach that point where you feel you're a waste of skin.
Over the past few months, Joan's finances spiraled out of control. Joan, who suffers from bipolar disorder, began gambling. It soon became an addiction. She needed the extra money.
The economy's, going to Hades in a handbasket. Am I going to have enough to feed, my family this month, How am I going to make it?
To support her addiction, Joan began writing bad checks. Soon, she owed more than $1,000. She maxed out a credit card to get by. It all became too overwhelming.
Try and live off $637 a month. It's rough. It really is. It's been hard, but that's no excuse for what I've done.
Joan spent 6 days in the hospital recovering from her suicide attempt. At first, doctors weren't sure if she'd make it. Joan believes she survived to spread this message.
Taking your own life is not worth it.
And inspire others.
If I can get one person to make that phone call and get that help, it's so important. It's so important. Just one. If it's more, it's even more incredible.
And locally, there is no information to show a correlation between the struggling economy and an increase in calls, in suicide calls. If you know of anyone, or if you have suicidal thoughts, there is help out there. If you can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number 1-800-273-TALK. Reporting live in North Idaho, Annie Bishop, KXLY4 HD News.